Yo, hey, what's up, CBCs, combo collectors? Hey guys, in this video I'm continuing my short mini series of videos in regards to my up and coming 1-year anniversary of comic book collecting. Okay, in this video I want to show you my top 10 favorite old school covers. Okay, now these are comics out of my collection. I don't have a large vast of silver or golden age comics. I only have about 100 comics that kind of fill up a short box, comic box. So bear with me, guys. These may not be your favorite, but keep in mind this is out of my collection and these are my favorite. Okay, number 10. I want to go ahead and start off with number 10, guys, and it is the Invincible Iron Man number 9, featuring the Incredible Hulk. Well, kind of featuring the Incredible Hulk. In this issue, guys, Iron Man goes up against the Incredible Hulk in a somewhat short, entertaining fight and realizes that the Hulk isn't really the Hulk. He ends up being a kind of android slash robot that was built to just raise havoc and destroy things, and Iron Man comes out and basically just kills the robot. The comic book, guys, is written by Archie Goodwin. And if you guys know who Archie Goodwin is, you'll be surprised. Yeah, he wrote some Iron Man. The penciler is George Tuska, and of course the editor is Stan Lee. So Stan Lee does have a partake in this, some take in this Iron Man issue. The cover, guys, I really enjoy this type of cover, and what I mean by that, it's tight, there's action, and it has a lot of vibrant colors. Nowadays in modern comics, you don't get that a lot, guys. You don't. A lot of artists kind of, you know, it's progressed into, you know, digital coloring, digital drawing. That's cool and all, but I really wish some of these artists, these modern artists now, would go back to kind of old school type covers. And what I mean by that, like, check this out. If you can tell, there is a really tight close-up shot of the Hulk, and then there's Iron Man, and then there's action in this cover. Bright laser beam there, the green pops out, the red and the yellow, everything just goes good, goes really good together, because the colors are somewhat they're perfect. They're made for each other. You know, the red and green, you know, think of Christmas. Red and green, they're opposite colors. The yellow is kind of a complementary color to red. So it really goes good, and I wish, again, they would go back to this kind of artwork. But enough of me babbling on. Let's move on to number 9. Number 9, guys, bam! The X-Men number 12. This one is a really good storyline, guys. I love Juggernaut. As some of you probably already know, Juggernaut is my all-time favorite comic book character, and being that this is his first appearance, even, you know, entices this issue even more. The reds, the blues, if you notice, the yellows, again, complementary colors being used here, guys, and action shots. I love the action shot. Look at that. Juggernaut busting through the floor there. The X-Men are flying around, and Professor X is like, oh, help me. See right there? Yeah, I know, he's crippled. I shouldn't make fun of him. He's awesome anyways. But yeah, that right there, guys, is number 9. Writer is Stan Lee. Penciler is Alex Toth, or Toth, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And editor also is Stan Lee. Moving on, guys, to number 8. Pow! Continuing the X-Men series, or at least the Juggernaut series, X-Men number 13. Again, here it is, another tight, close action shot. There's a Juggernaut, there's the Human Torch, and of course, or at least Angel, coming in flying towards Juggernaut. A really cool cover. Especially with these comics, guys, this would have to be possibly maybe an 8 to an 8.5 cover. And because of that, there's not a lot of stressing at all, or torn little creases. There's nothing, so it makes the cover stand out even more. I really love this artwork and coloring. Moving on, guys, let's pick this one up. 7. The Amazing Spider-Man number 75. Death Without Warning. Again, tight, close shot, guys. I'm pretty sure you're probably like, shut the hell up, Rick, we don't care. I won't say that anymore, but you get the gist. See, it's bam, it's right there. The reds, the blues, all awesome, awesome covers, guys. Again, this is number 7. The writer was John Romita Sr. and Stan Lee. And then also, the penciler was John Romita Sr. and Jim Moody. Editor, of course, was Stan Lee. And, I mean, you can't get any better than that with John Romita drawing this cover. It's just awesome, guys. Moving forward, number 6. Daredevil, number 43. This one, guys, I had a hard time placing in my top 10. Only because this cover, guys, understand that it kind of resembles like a 3D type effect with Captain America's hand coming towards the cover. His foot is here. It's all proportionate towards, you know, the body being bended. It's not your straight flat, you know, figure, you know, or fighting. It's like kind of, I don't know, it's like 3D, guys. It's a really, really cool cover, guys. Daredevil number 43. I believe that was written by Stan Lee, and the penciler was Gene Colan. And of course, penciler also, the cover penciler, you guys have to know this. This stands out. Jack Kirby. Yep. Jack Kirby art right there. Now, I have another similar issue of Captain America that I was like, wow, it's also kind of like 3D, but I had to take it out of my top 10 because I only have 10 covers to carry, or to cover here, 10 issues to cover in my little video. So anyways, that made the cut and the other one didn't. But anyways, moving forward, guys, moving forward. Number 5. Batman number 245. Ooh, this one, guys, is a really, really cool cover also for the Batman series. With this issue, it's a 1972 storyline comic written by Denny O'Neil and penciler Neil Adams. This cover, guys, is a famous Neil Adams comic, which I'm actually trying to get a higher grade of this, because I would love someday to meet Neil Adams and have him sign it, just because, I mean, it's just, you see Batman there just like anger, because Bruce Wayne apparently was murdered, but Batman was kind of covering up because he's Bruce Wayne, right? Batman is Bruce Wayne. So it's a really good story, guys. But again, the artwork, the cover, I really love it. So that's why it's number 5. Moving forward, guys, number 4. Pow! World's Finest, number 212. Now, I know I showed this comic book, guys, a while ago, a long time ago in my original YouTube channel. And this one was, or is, one of my favorite because, again, the colors and the action shot. There aren't a lot of covers out there in the Superman old school universe, meaning Silver Age, Golden Age, where it shows Superman, shit, where it shows Superman, you know, actually getting hurt. There aren't a lot of covers like that. So especially with him going against the Martian Manhunter, I love versus battles. Him, you know, giving Superman here a good sock in the jaw, making him bleed, is, you know, a really cool kind of effect, or at least selling point for a comic book. So, yeah, that's number 4, guys. Moving on to number 3. Swamp Thing, number 7. A lot of you guys have probably already seen this cover, or probably even have it. It's so awesome. It's so cool with, again, the yellows, the reds, the blues. Everything just goes really well together. This issue, guys, is a 1973 famous Bernie Wrightson cover. Bernie Wrightson is really well known for making, drawing kind of horror figures, you know, really kind of dark, creepy backgrounds. He's a really good artist, guys, from back then, and I'm, you know, unfortunately I haven't been able to see him or I mean meet him and get an autograph. I know some of you have, but with this issue, guys, it's probably maybe a 9.2 grade, and it's just awesome. It's just awesome. Number 2. Pow! Oh. Number 2. Do You Dare Enter the House of Mystery 189? Now, I know I just recently bought this, guys, a couple weeks ago, and I showed it on a recent video of mine, but the cover, guys, is just awesome. It's just outstanding, guys. You can't get better than this when it comes to horror. This comic book, guys, came out in 1970, okay? And I believe this cover is also a famous Neal Adams cover. I really wish I had a higher grade. I believe this is probably maybe a 5, a 4 possibly, only because you guys can't really tell because of the Mylar, but there's a lot of creases and wrinkles on the cover. However, it's really awesome with that hand coming out and that cat there. And the story was pretty cool, guys. Stay tuned. Again, I just want to throw out that reminder. Next month, I'm going to be doing reviews each week on horror comic book, basic horror comic books, silver, golden age horror comic books. If you have any questions or requests, hit me up. I have a whole bunch of horror comics that I want to show you and review to you guys. So anyways, guys, that's number 2. Awesome cover. Pow. Number 1, guys. Number 1 favorite comic book in my collection, or at least cover in my collection. Boom! Tales from the Crypt. Yep, that's right. And this is original, guys. Number 34. I have a few Tales from the Crypt covers, but this one is at least the best graded comic that I have. I would have to say this is probably maybe a 7.5. There are a few little tears here and there, but the color, the gloss is still there. There's nothing really wrong with it besides just a few tears. I think maybe a staple is just a, it's kind of coming loose on one of the edges, but that's it. This, guys, has been kind of shown, previewed a lot in kind of a lot of comic book related magazines, history type magazines for comic books, going back to horror days. This one has been kind of in the scene a lot. It's a famous cover, apparently, issue, or at least storyline by Ray Bradbury. And I just love it, guys. With these issues, I have to say, I don't try to read them. They're so old and fragile, guys. I believe with this one, this specific issue goes back all the way to 1953. Yep, a long time ago. So this one, guys, the cover is done by Jack Davis. Jack Davis is a famous artist way back in the day in the 40s and 50s. He did a lot of famous horror covers, which I'll show you guys later on next month. But being the fact that this is number 1, I had a hard decision. Which one's my favorite one? And finally I just said, you know what? Bow. That's it. That's my number 1. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. Let me know, guys. This is my top 10 for my first year of collecting comics. Hopefully next year, in year 2, I'll have maybe a better choice of comic books, better variety. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.